What up, Smart Rapper Gang? Today I'm going to show you a super stupid, powerful tool that and this is my own mistake, and that's why I try to teach you guys on Smart Rapper, a mistake that I made for a long time that I was not utilizing. That is so stupid simple that if you learn it now, it's going to help your career when you're making songs from now until forever, and it's something very simple. I'm actually going to show you how to do it in this video, and then I'm actually going to make another video where I'm going to show you why and when I realized it was so powerful and give you examples of how you can utilize this tool. But this is the video that's going to show you how to do this, okay? Please watch this because you may not understand or realize why this is going to help you so much, but if you watch this video, you're going to get it, okay? And then if you watch the other video I'm going to put out on the grid and then show you the examples, you're going to be like, oh man, he was able to do this because of this, this, and this, all because he did this. He set the grid. I'm telling you, this will change a lot for you, especially if you want to get better at writing songs and do it faster. I've never let you down. Just trust me on this. Please learn how to use the grid, because I took way too long to learn this. I'm very mad that I didn't learn to do it earlier, and I don't want you to be mad at yourself because you didn't learn. So just please watch this video and understand it. First off, if you don't know what a grid is, it's for timing. It allows you to see quarters of bars, 16ths of bars, 8ths of bars, okay? Whole bars. And it also helps you, well, there's a lot of benefits, but one of the things is it helps you understand and see if you're actually rapping on time. Yeah, you'll actually be able to see if you're rapping on beat, which means you'll be able to see if you're actually flowing right. And a lot of people don't know about this, or rappers don't even realize how powerful this is. That's why you need to watch this video, and you need to watch the other one where I show you why it's powerful, okay? And I show you 4 different examples of things that I've done with it, okay, that you can use. Right, but let's do this. The timing grid in your digital audio workstation, also known as a DAW, like Pro Tools, Ableton, Fruity Loops, Logic, whatever you're using, helps you preserve and get timing for your notes, for your vocal takes, for your beat, as well as your selections in Pro Tools to stay organized. There's a lot of advantages to this. Now, putting your song on grid is actually very easy, and by the time you're done with this video, you'll know how to do it every time in less than 30 seconds, okay? And again, once you have this method down, and you can do it in 30 seconds, you'll be able to utilize all of my secret new videos for all these songwriting tricks and everything that I'm gonna release for free on here. But you can't use those videos without having this, so please watch this. Just pay attention for a couple minutes here and you're gonna know how to do this, okay? I'm Rob Level, this is Smart Rapper, the #1 place for upcoming rappers. We're over 200,000 subscribers now. I wanna thank each and every single one of you guys and girls for subscribing, watching these videos, okay? So please hit subscribe and hit the little bell when you do, because you're gonna get notified every time I release a new video, which is every single day. If you wanna get smarter, just subscribe and come back to this channel every day and you're gonna learn something new. I have it all planned out for you guys and girls, okay? Let's go ahead and get into it, gang. You're about to get smarter right after the intro.
If there's anything I know is you ain't built like this. Hit it so hard, make your brain say quit. I ain't no fraud, no gangster or goon. I just wanna accept disrespect or lose. Now follow me to greatness, show you where to take it. Show you how to use curse, show you why to hate it. Hungry for more like a Lloyd Banks playlist. Still like the only person not up in the matrix.
As usual, that's my song playing in the intro. If you want to check that out, there's a link below that leads to all streaming platforms for me helping you with stuff. Please go check my stuff out and add it to a playlist, any playlist that you listen to on Spotify or iTunes or whatever, because it helps me in the algorithm. Okay, now let me show you guys how to do this, because it's extremely useful. Since I've been using this, it's changed writing songs for me forever. Like, there's so many benefits, and I'm gonna have a lot of videos in the future that are going to show you, using this tool, what you can do to make way better music, more music. I mean, so many things. But anyway, today we're just showing you how to do putting it on the grid. Now, the song that was playing in the intro, this is actually the beat for that song. I'm going to show you how to put this beat, since you're at least somewhat familiar with it because you've heard it in the intro. I'll show you how to put this onto a grid, okay? And as you can see, this is a brand new Pro Tools session. There's nothing in here. I just started it. I just pulled the beat in. So obviously, first things first is you need to pull the beat into your digital audio workstation, okay? Digital audio workstation being Logic, Pro Tools, Fruity Loops, or whatever you happen to use. And the first thing that I always recommend somebody does is you zoom in on the very beginning of the beat, because you're going to want to chop it right where the beat starts, right? Not when there's any space, right? See the space here? We don't want that space there. And also, if you're in Pro Tools, you can make it extreme, all right? So we're just going to go here, and we're going to zoom in on this. And you can see, as we go in further, right here, that's where we're going to want to cut it at, okay? So it's going to be Control E, all right? And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to drag this right to the beginning here, okay? Now what's going to happen is we're going to press grid, all right? This is going to put it in the grid mode, and as you see here, it now only does it in blocks. It only does it inside of the grid. And you can adjust how you want to see it, 8th note, quarter note, right? You'll see it's going to turn more. Watch this. Watch what happens when I turn to 16th. You see more of the boxes come up on the screen here. And then I can go even further and go to 32, and you can see even more, okay? You see these little lines? Okay, that's the grid. Very useful, very powerful. I usually just keep it on an eighth though, okay? Now in order to utilize a grid in Pro Tools or any other software, you actually have to know the tempo because the grid is set according to the speed of the beat. The tempo, if you don't know what a tempo is, or beats per minute, it's how fast the beat actually is, okay? And it has to be adjusted properly in order to fit with the beat that you have in there. You set the tempo, it sets the grid, and then your beat sets into the grid. Okay, don't worry, it's not that complicated. But the thing is here though is you actually have to know how to find the tempo or the BPM of the beat. And I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Now number one, your digital audio workstation, like Pro Tools, typically has a built-in BPM tap. So you can tap, 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 tap. It'll find the beat for you when you're going through this. But I don't know what digital audio workstation you're using, so I'm going to show you the other two ways that I recommend actually doing it. There's a tool here you got right here. If you go to a site, it's called all8.com. You go to tools, you get /tools/BPM. This is what I generally used to use to find the BPM or the tempo of a beat. And it's super easy. You play the beat and then you just, you tap to the beat, okay? And then when you're done, I usually tend to do 16 taps. Well, I only did 7 there, but let's say that the tempo was 122. We can then set the tempo here to 122, and you'll actually watch the grid change. But first off, I'm going to show you the other tool that I use that makes my job way easier. Okay, it's called mixing key. All right. So what I do here is I can take the beat and I can drop this beat in here. I drag and drop it. It analyzes the beat, and then it tells me the key that the song's in. Fucking annoying. It tells me the key the beat's in, and then also you see here it says A, 4A is the result for the key. I can find the key on the scale right here. And then it also shows me the energy of the beat, and then it shows me the tempo. So the tempo of this is 91. I didn't have to tap anything. It just shows me that it's 91. So I can come here and watch what's going to happen here, okay? So number 4, obviously we're going to change and put this tempo in here, but look at this real quick. If you look at this real quick, you can see these are the beats. These are where the drums are hitting. They're not on this grid. They're not hitting exactly on this grid, but that's going to change in just a second. So our tempo is 91. So if I double click here in the tempo, this is what you're going to do. You're going to change the tempo inside your digital audio workstation for the grid. You're going to watch this whole grid. You're going to watch all these boxes change. Watch. See how they all shifted? Right? They all shifted. Now look what happened though. Look at that. Look at that. All of the drums, every drum is hitting on a grid spot. Every drum, every single drum across the whole beat. Okay? Every single drum is on the grid. This is what it means to be on the grid. Now, I know I over-explain a little bit, but I always want to give you guys as much information as possible. But this, really, you will be able to do this every time in like 30 seconds, okay? Now, quick tips in case it doesn't happen to be on the grid. Sometimes you may need to adjust it. So let's say that it was like over here for some reason. Sometimes maybe you didn't get the beginning of it set right. Sometimes you didn't like cut the beginning of it just right. So you can move it around a little bit to play with it, to put it on the grid, okay? Now, if it still isn't on the grid, there are 2 possible things that are wrong. One is you have the wrong tempo, okay? So you need to make sure you have the right tempo. Check the software again, or go retap for the tempo to make sure you have the exact right tempo. Because if the tempo is incorrect, obviously the grid's wrong. It's not going to match up. Or number 2, you cut the beat in the wrong place. Like I had said, you cut it in the wrong place, and it's not able to actually adjust, or it's not pulled all the way back, okay? And then number 3, but not really your fault. Sometimes producers make wonky ass beats, and the beat has different tempos across the beat. Don't ask me why. Sometimes I cannot get the beat on the grid for the life of me, okay? But usually I could just put it right on the grid, and it makes my whole life when I'm working on a song way easier. So now that you know how to set a grid, I'm going to go over this again real quick, the steps real quick, but now that you know how to set up a grid because of this video, you'll be able to use all of my future videos where I'm going to show you all the secrets that platinum songwriters, I've watched them use in the studio when I'm in writing sessions with them, how they use the grid in order to write songs faster, be more creative with ideas, and all kinds of other things that the grid is very useful for that 99.9% of rappers do not even know to do or that exist, that has helped me tremendously in writing music. You're going to be able to use those now. So I'm going to go back over these really quick so you know exactly what to do to set this grid so you don't forget, because you're going to need this video, okay? Number 1, go to the beginning of the beat, cut it at the furthest part in the very beginning where you can find it, okay? And then drag it back against the very start of the session. Number 2, turn on the grid button, okay? In whatever digital audio workstation that you're in. Number 3, go find the tempo of the beat, okay? I have other videos on how to find the tempo, all right? In this, I just showed you, I don't even have to go find it anymore. I just let the software do it for me. Why waste my time? Number 4, input the tempo into the tempo area of your software, okay? And then number 5, you're going to see your beats on the grid. It takes you 30 seconds every single time. It's boop, 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 less than 30 seconds. The longest amount of time it's actually going to take is the software actually analyzing the beat to tell you the tempo. That's it, but while you're doing that, you can set up everything else. Now don't forget, if you want to get really smart, I have a bunch of songwriting courses you guys and girls can check out. And also, please go check out all the links below, all of my products. And also, okay, new video every single day. So please hit subscribe and hit the little bell when you do, because you'll get notified every time I release a new video, which is every single day. I'm gonna teach you guys all these secrets now. I'm not even messing around. I'm teaching you guys everything. You're going to learn everything. You're going to know everything that it takes to be an artist, from the inside out, from the business, from behind the screen, from inside software, from writing songs. I'm teaching you guys everything. I'm just getting it out there. I'm helping everybody, okay? So check the links below. Please check out my music. Check out my new single. Link is below. And please add it to a playlist that you have, because that helps me and the Spotify algorithm. And I would really, really appreciate it, okay? Thank you so much. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Keep hustling, gang. You know how to set a grid now. You're going to use this a lot. And I'll see you at the top.
Smart rapper, gang.